Hello everyone, this is Coach Sot, Fat Boys Club member. Good day everyone, this is Coach Sot and it's time for another video. Now, I know during this quarantine period, staying fit and healthy has been a challenge for some of us. For one, we probably miss the gym right now since most of us are stuck at home with our body weight exercises and whatever we could handle when it comes to our workouts. And at the same time, that lack of movement paired with a lot of eating, especially with a lot of people baking a lot of stuff during this quarantine period, I know it has been a challenge for us to be able to stay fit and healthy. I just want to share to everyone that during this quarantine period, I actually felt a little bit different. For me, I see this quarantine period as a way for me to get better while staying at home, and now that I have more control over what happens on a regular basis. Now, I'd like to attribute probably my weight loss, which I think is now at around 10 kilos already since I started quarantine. I'd like to attribute it to the change in habits that I have developed while I'm stuck at home. One of the biggest changes from before quarantine to today is before, in between clients, I used to grab coffee, and of course, when you get coffee, that usually comes with a pastry. And I think the pastries during that period had, of course, added up and led to my unexpected weight gain, and that's already gone. And right now, I prepare my own meals and minimize yung pagkain sa labas, and at the same time, I sort of kind of minimize eating junk food as well. Now, during quarantine period, I think it's actually easier for us to be able to control whatever happens to our health and wellness. For one of the things that you could actually work with is being able to control your surroundings. Because for one, I do understand that your surroundings greatly influence your habits. And with you being able to control what is in your surroundings, what's in your home, you actually have the upper hand in dictating whatever happens within the next few days, months, and hopefully not the year. So what you need to remember is that your surroundings greatly influence your habits. So when it comes to what you have at home, you actually have control over what's going to happen within the next few days. In a way, you actually have control over what the future holds, starting with what you're going to be eating within the next 3 days. So for today's video, I'll be teaching you guys on how to be able to fix your environment, help to fix that environment to get you to minimize temptation, and at the same time get yourself to lead yourself towards eating a healthier lifestyle. So the question right now would be, what did I do to get to influence my eating habits? So it starts with what I have here in the kitchen. We're gonna start off with what I have in the fridge. Cizel actually bought like a new fridge recently, and I think she just got a fridge with a freezer kasi we used to have an old small fridge tapos walang space para sa ice cream. We got something with a freezer kasi before we had problems when it comes to eating ice cream kasi when we buy a pint, usually may record na kami ubusin kaagad yung pint kasi hindi kaya ng old fridge namin na gawing ma-maintain na malamig yung ice cream. So, lagi siya natutunaw. So, para hindi siya matunaw, ang ginagawa namin, yung solusyon namin dati, ubusin na lang namin yung binili naming pint. Now, I think that might actually be the reason why I actually gained weight. Now, with this one, with the fridge right now, mas hindi kami required ubusin yung pint palagi kapag bumibili kami ng ice cream. So, I'll give you a tour around my fridge because alam ko a lot of people would probably asking, so how are you able to change your eating habits? So, ano ba yung kinakain mo on a regular basis? So, no way best to show that than to show you what's in my Pridyider. So, let me just open this one. Okay, so with the fridge, what you have actually greatly influences what you're going to eat. So, very important that we have your vegetables over here. Alright, so here we also have like your drinks, and then Yep, the occasional beer. So as much as possible, we just try to minimize on the caloric intake. So we have like our low calorie stuff like this Right and Light soda over here, which actually has 0 calories. Alright, so it's a good way to like get to still enjoy your soft drinks at the same time, minimal yung caloric intake. Your yogurt for your probiotics. And then here's a staple of every Filipino household. You have queso de bola from previous Christmas past. Ayan, kitang-kita ko kanina to. Actually, kulang na lang namin dito fruit cake. So we also have our milk. Usually have this one, my energy drink. On Korean, we have like the red bean paste there and what do you call that one? Yung aning chili thing. The gochujang. We have the gochujang. Alright, and then yep, the usual. Okay, yeah. We also have bread. This is our freezer. So yan, di ba? Check na check agad yung ice cream. Dalawa ka agad yung ice cream, no? Pagpaubos na yung isa, baka kaka-grocery ko lang kanina. So may bagong. So anyway, yeah. So what we have in our fridge is yung frozen fruits and frozen vegetables. So I usually use the frozen fruits for the smoothies that I make, if you've seen the last videos. And I really like yung frozen fruits kasi in a way, let's say when you mix up your whey, pag nilagyan mo frozen fruits, anyway, parang na siyang ice cubes, no? So malamig na kaagad yung smoothie na ginagawa mo. So it's very good for a very hot day. And yep, we also have the frozen vegetables. Meron dito, wala siya, ginalo ko na. Meron yung broccoli, yep. And then there, alright, and then you have the meats over there, yellow. And Cizel made some coffee ice cubes. What do you call this again? Yeah, for the Cory coffee that she's gonna make for us tomorrow. Damay ako, no? Now, when it comes to buying your groceries, the best way to get you to avoid eating junk food, or let's say the food that you're not supposed to be eating a lot, is to actually not buy them in the first place. Kasi especially ngayon, kapag ka-quarantine, understandable naman, di ba? Kung walang, for me, for example, I do my groceries once a week. So, kung hindi ako bumili ng chips, for example, isang week kaming hindi makakain ng chips. So, nakatulong naman siya actually. So yun, so I understand as well that there are also some types of food that alam ko kulang yung buhay nyo kung wala siya, for example. So sa akin naman, of course it's one thing, parang the best way to get you to develop a habit is to make sure that it's easily done on a regular basis. So pagdating sa mga cheat food, for example, like your chips, your cookies, ang sa akin lang naman, you want to be able to practice moderation and at the same time, get to minimize yung overeating ng mga stuff like this. Kasi usually these things that we really like are high in calories and might be a little bit destructive when it comes to let's say us being able to reach our fitness goals. So what I do, for example, for the stuff, I'm a very big cookie lover. So what I do, for example, is I put the cookies someplace that I don't really see on a regular basis, and that's this cupboard right here. Now, the best way to get to influence minimizing eating the food that you shouldn't be eating a lot is to actually put them out of sight. Alright, there's a saying, diba, out of sight, out of mind. So it's hard to be tempted kapag hindi nyo siya nakikita on a regular basis. Try nyo sa ex nyo, baka gumana. Nandun siya sa taas. So mayroon akong Oreos dito. So, yep, something that I really like. Yeah, by the way, sa mga, if your brand is here, at nadagdagan, like, I do have 15 subscribers now, nadagdagan ng 15 yung inventory sales ninyo, you're welcome. Stuff. So the good stuff, I put it up there hidden from plain view. Alam na meron pa pala. Meron pa palang yakisoma dito sa taas. O, di ba? Tagal-tagal nun. At saka ito, chili mansi. Na, nga, nakilan mo ba to? Baka expired na to. Pag nagugutom kami, we know this is here. So we have your whey protein. Okay, whale, baka naman. Okay? So, whey protein over there. So, it's a good way kapag nagugutom kami minsan, kapag of course, yun nga, pang-kumpleto rin namin sa protein requirement namin for a regular basis. That's where the whey protein comes in. Actually, medyo nagutom ako kasi I've been working the whole day today. So, ngayon, I'm gonna try to make something out of what we had inside the fridge. So, yun, kumuha lang ako ng mga stuff. I mean, I get stuff that would always complement what I'd like to eat. And at the same time, yun nga, yung checklist ko palagi, I try to also follow yung what we have with the precision nutrition, for example. For protein, fist for vegetables, C for cup handful for carbs, saka fats. So that's how I look at the grocery. Now, when I go to the grocery list is usually, is there protein that I need? Are there vegetables that I need? Meron ba akong carbs? Healthy fats? Meron na ba ako? That's the way I usually start the grocery. For proteins, go to the meat section, the vegetables, and then if there's anything else that I need, doon pa lang siya papasok. Alright, so for today, I'm gonna make, so with the stuff that I have, so meron pa kaming sinaing from yesterday. Yeah! I think with the stuff that you've seen a while ago dun sa fridge, what comes into mind? I'm gonna make kimchi rice, alright? So, so meron akong sinaing, so I have some meat inside the fridge, parang liempo, so ang gagawin natin, we're trying to make that kimchi rice for today. Let's go! Ikaw. So I just finished cooking this one. So wait, I think something else is missing. What do you think? Yeah, we got that egg. Yup. Yeah, that's what's missing. Yep, so look at that one. Yumminess! Alright, po, mainit. So you have your kimchi fried rice right now. So, okay, in the true spirit of eating Korean food, I think better if we had some samjang and what's this? We get some vegetables. The soybean paste. Gotta be enough. Some vegetables. Alright, so I have my kimchi fried rice over here. My vegetables. Fistful, diba? Pasok. And then kimchi rice. Eat this one. There you go. What's that one? It's really good. A lot of people think when it comes to eating healthy, you have to sacrifice taste for it. Because a lot of people think when you say healthy, it's just this part, diba? The vegetables, the salads, and everything. When in fact, remember the objective when it comes to nutrition. It's just to get yourself better. A lot of people shy away from or get away from being able to be fit and healthy kasi they think na para siyang punishment. They think it's a punishment for doing a lot of bad stuff your whole lifetime. So bumabawi ka. So instead of thinking of that reactive mindset, you need to start focusing on being able to work on getting yourself better, because for one, that's like the main objective why we're actually doing this one, diba? You're starting to be fit, you're starting to be healthy because you want to feel better for yourself, you want to be healthier, you make yourself a better person through your newly developed habits. So when it comes to, let's say, exercise, for example, you don't really have to punish yourself. For example, kasi a lot of people think kapag mag-workout, kailangan patayan talaga. Yeah, di mo kailangan parusahan yung sarili mo. You should focus on the things that you need to improve. Which is, first, you start getting to be able to move well, moving free, moving better. And then, just work your way towards progression hanggang you get to improve towards the long term. When it comes to food, that's the same thing. You don't really have to go like super intense. You don't really have to do drastic measures. Avoid specific food kasi it's like bad for you. Just focus on making things a little bit better. With me, for example, fried rice, diba? What I did is added some, made sure it's loaded with protein with the meat that I added. Diba? I have like, for this one I had pork, I had some mushrooms, and of course the egg topper over there. So maraming sources of protein. I mean, even this one, this is soybean paste. That surely has protein as well. So, yun. So, plenty of sources of protein. And then sa carbs, the rice. And then, pagdating mo dun sa vegetables, you have, so, yun nga, parang yung kulang sa akin dito is, baka kulang ng vegetables kasi hindi kakayanin ng kimchi. So, you also have this one, yung gulay natin, pangdagdag natin ng vegetables. And at the same time, parang when it comes to, let's say, getting healthy gut bacteria, you have the kimchi itself, the fermented kimchi. That helps out with making sure that you have like a good and gut environment that makes sure that that will aid in digestion. Alright? And yun nga, parang sometimes yes, kulang ang soft drinks, but what I do is I try to minimize damage by drinking something that has less calories, less sugar, like this one for example. So 0 calories, 0 sugar. But I still have that root beer goodness from that drink. Remember, when it comes to eating, you don't really have to di kailangan parusahan yung sarili nyo. Just work on making sure that you're eating better. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new today. Again, this is Coach Sot. Thank you everyone for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.